Ben, you been playing anything? Been playing anything cool?
We're back with part 3. We are back. Wait, sorry. Oh, sorry. I just heard it later. For some reason, it was delayed. Sorry.
Ben, what have you been playing, mate?
Hey, what have I been playing? Okay, I got something to talk about. Actually, I got something to talk about because I sat down when I got home from work last night at like, I think it was like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. I downloaded a demo from the Nintendo Direct.
Oh, the unicorn.
Unicorn Overlord.
I've not played that yet. I mean to. The new Vanillaware game.
Honestly, it sucked me in. I actually want to buy it.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool. Do you know what? I'm not the biggest. Like, I like some tactics games. Like, tactics games can be fun, right?
Yeah. I'm cool with tactics
games. Yeah, I like some tactics games. I really liked. I liked the way the tactics was done in 13 Sentinels. That was quite fun.
Yeah.
So you know, and it's Vanillaware. I always give Vanillaware a chance because they always do some weird, cool shit. This is like, I don't know how to explain it. So it's got that Vanillaware charm with the beautiful hand-drawn art style and everything.
What they're known for.
Yeah. The game's really interesting because everything takes place, other than obviously the beautiful hand-drawn cutscenes and stuff. It all takes place on like the world map. So even when you get into like battles and stuff, it all happens in that area. And the world map's like massive. And once you clear an area out, let me start from the beginning though. Basically, you play as this prince from this kingdom who's like, there's like another like warring kingdom. I can't remember, Gallus, I think their name was. Can't remember the name. But basically this crazy kingdom wants to take over all the kingdoms. And the cool thing is they actually succeed in taking over all the kingdoms. Like in the beginning. So it's kind of like the world is already run by this like empire already. And you play as this prince who wants to basically take back his rightful place on the throne, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And it's got elements of a mix between I guess I would say Fire Emblem, because you can have like units pair up with each other and stuff. You know, like how Fire Emblem did it, and then you get conversations when they get the more you battle with them, the more they gain like familiarity with each other, and then that sort of thing. But there's a lot of tactics for the battling. It's quite a very in-depth. It's more. I say it's more complex than Fire Emblem in some ways, because you can have up to like, I think 6 people in one unit. So
it's like the pair up for like mechanic in Fire Emblem. You can, it's like a whole party instead of just one person.
Yeah. And that's like one unit. Yeah. And the battles all take place in real time, which is very interesting. Like, for example,
also
instead of like
Fire Emblem.
No, because this is a different thing. Fire Emblem, the units don't move. You get your turn, right? You take a turn, and then the unit takes a turn. It doesn't work that way in this game. So in this game, you have like a real-time element to it. The units are moving. Like, you can stop the clock
on the map.
Or whatever. Yeah, the units are moving constantly.
Oh, right. I see what you mean.
Constantly,
yeah, I was thinking
sort
about
of
the
thing.
battles, but yeah.
Yeah, this is the battle. So the units move constantly, and then you can move your unit to the battle and stuff, a bit like Fire Emblem, that's the case. But there's no grid system in that regard. It's all happens on the world map. Like, the world map is the game. It's very interesting in that regard. I really like the way it works, actually. And then when you get into battle, the way you set your units up is how the battle will play out. So, say you have, like, you know, like a tank or whatever be in front, and then you have a swordsman be in the back. The swordsman might attack first because he's like the leader of the unit, but then when the other unit, like, they all have, like, all the enemies also have other combinations, and you have to try and like mix and match the units to best fight that situation, sort of thing. So it is really interesting. You can swap out, and you get I think it's called Valor points, where you can do to make more units come onto your map and stuff. It's actually a really good game, but it's one that's really hard to explain through words. It's definitely something you have to try out for yourself. It's not this is why there's a demo for it, because honestly the demo has actually hooked me into it. I wasn't sure of it at first, but yeah, I actually really want to play this game like for real now. Like, it's really fun.
I'm glad it's going back to like a more fantasy-esque kind of like style now, because obviously you had the fairy tale sort of like look with Odin's Sphere, and then you got Mirror Mask of a Demon Blade, which is more like a old ancient Japanese kind of like art style. Like they always knock out of the park with their art styles. This one looks more traditional medieval fantasy, but it still looks super pretty. Like their art style is recognizable throughout.
Voice acting is top notch as well, as to be expected, because there's a lot of voice acting.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit of discourse on the dialogue, but when I'm thinking like the dialogue's always been kind of like, well, with the localization specifically, where like
Elaine, his name's Elaine, the main character's called Elaine.
People are saying that the dialogue is kind of basic in this, but it's like,
I mean, it's hard to judge that because I haven't played the full game, but in terms of like what I've heard, it seems alright. Like it seems adequate. I'm not saying it's amazing, but it definitely it's built intrigue for me in where the story's going. But I will say the thing it's a very interesting game because you know how Fire Emblem had like I don't know how to put it. You know, Fire Emblem had like those grids and stuff. After you defeat a battle, because it all takes place on the world map. The world map is ginormous. Like there are sections of it,
it's big,
like broken. It's huge. There are like different sections and stuff. After you defeat a battle, you are free to run around on the world map as your character, and there's like townspeople to talk to and stuff on the world map giving you quests and stuff, and it's kind of surreal, like just it all being on the world map rather than it being like, you know, you walk into town and then you explore that town and stuff. It all takes place on this gigantic world map. You run around, you plant all your units, you build your bases, and it's all happening on the world map rather than like in, you know, segmented sections. It adds a lot to it in a way, to the tactics elements, because it's like
it's real time.
Yeah, it's all real time, so it's funny how it all works. I don't know, it's really cool. Like there obviously are stages, like in the sense of like sections are broken off of the world map and events happen and stuff. Like as you go and explore all the world map and stuff. So in that regard, it is like segmented, but it's really fun because you can like teleport back to locations that you are building up like your bases at and stuff. So I don't know, it's got an addictive hook to it. I'm not gonna lie, I am really invested in it after playing the demo. I'm like, this is a really good tactics game. I'm really enjoying this. Yeah. I could get really into this. So yeah,
it sucks you in like 13 Sentinels.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it sucks you in like 13 Sentinels. It's also got that. It's also got that thing that 13 Sentinels did, where because there's a lot going on and there's a lot of characters and a lot of, it's got a sort of a collector pedia of events. There's like, it's like, you know, like the index, like the character profiles,
index-based gameplay where it had its own little percentage progression bar.
I don't know if it has a percentage progression bar, but it's got like, it keeps track of everything. Your quest log,
I always found that to be such a dumb yet at the same time such a genius implementation on 13 Sentinels' part.
Yeah, no, because it's really good, because it keeps track of everything. I mean, obviously, if you don't play a game for a long time as well, you can always lose track of stuff.
Glossary-based gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not as, I don't think it's as in-depth for 13 Sentinel 1 was. Yeah, I don't know, because I haven't done enough
insane.
But, yeah. But it has, It's got a lot. It's got its hooks in me. I'm not gonna lie. This game is surprising me a lot, and I actually do really probably want to buy it. But I don't know if I have the funds for it right now because it is a full price game. So we'll see. But I am really enjoying it. Like, I'm very surprised by how good the gameplay is on this one.
Nice, cool. Oh, glad that the demo is shaping up to be something special because I've been interested in Unicorn Overlord.
Yeah, I definitely think you should check it out.
Maybe I will. I will. I'm going to check it out faster because Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is around the corner.
I'm so jealous.
Before that comes out, I've had a weird game, a really strange game has had its hooks on me for like the last month now almost. And Ben, you've played XCOM before, haven't you?
I've not played XCOM.
But you know of XCOM.
Yeah, I know of XCOM. Yeah.
You know, you walk up to someone with a shotgun. It says 65% accuracy, and you end up fucking missing.
Yeah.
The RTS elements of which are really pushed to their limit when it comes to bullfuckery. I got a code from a mate of mine from Humble, and with it came a certain Marvel game of the Midnight Sun variety.
Oh yeah,
you remember
Marvel's Midnight Suns.
It got pushed, and the trailer and the designs, the demon designs of certain characters looked really radical, and it's like, wow, that looks like a really cool action Marvel game where you get to play as your superheroes, and they probably have cool movesets, and it's probably going to be painfully average. This game had bad marketing when it came to what it actually is, because as soon as I looked it up out of curiosity, I booted up the game on my PC and got to the tutorial, and suddenly the game zooms out. There's a bunch of like weird symbols around your characters. Everyone is standing still. There's Iron Man and Doctor Strange on your team, and there's a bunch of demons in the background. They're all standing still looking at each other. I'm like, why is no one doing the Marvel thing? Why is no one putting each other up? And suddenly, out of nowhere, a deck of cards appears at the bottom of the screen. So this game is a card-based strategy game,
which was not marketed as at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. And you know what? It's actually really fucking good.
Oh,
it's really good. So the way it works is that it's turn-based. So when it goes around to your turn, you have to play your cards. You get 3 card plays, and the cards come in forms of attack cards, support cards, and heroic cards. And these cards have different properties. They have specific like things that they do to the enemy, whether it's a debuff or like a certain attack card has like a knockback effect. So you can like strategically knock enemies into certain spaces or certain environments, which are also a thing too. You can use the environments to hurt enemies too. And as you play your cards, you get heroism points. And with heroism points, you can actually play your hero cards, which are like big turnaround cards. Like, for example, Tony Stark can attack all enemies in the field, or Doctor Strange can give you a shield that gives you a resist for when the enemy's turn attacks. And it's really surprisingly engaging and actually a super deep system. And it's cool because each character has like their own deck of cards that change over the course of the game. As you complete missions, you get like these coils, which is like a weird gacha system. I know. I hate saying that nowadays. But hear me out. There's no like money involved unless you want to get DLC characters, but that's you know 2K.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But I digress. And you get a coil, and 5 cards pop up. They reveal all the cards, and you get to choose like 2 of them to put in your.
Oh, okay, that's a friendly gacha system.
Yeah, so it's real dialed. It's dialed the fuck down. It's what a system of that caliber, quote unquote, should be in a lot of games. And each characters have their own like specific cards that are tailored to like their movesets, and they've also got like they're very fitting of their characteristics as well. Like, for example, Spider-Man has moves that have cards that give him, like, 3 turns when it comes to environments. Like, they cost no heroism. So he's zipping around, he's moving about, he's all about mobility. You can use all the things in the map to do loads of damage for an unlimited amount of turns. There's also Ghost Rider, who basically saps his own HP to do more damage to more enemies. Magic is in the game. There's a really cool selection of heroes in this game, which I'll get to later. But Magic can use portals where she can teleport enemies to certain parts of the map, so other heroes can capitalize more on their moves. It's cool as well. There's a redraw system too, where if you don't like the cards you got on your deck, you can redraw them and hopefully get a good card back. And coming off of Inscription, which is also a card-based game.
You have been playing a lot of card-based games lately.
I picked a good time to play this game, and I've actually been really getting into the card game, children's card games, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged genre of games. And it's at the gameplay's really
They're getting pretty imaginative now, aren't they?
It is, yeah, and the animations are really cool as well. You see all the heroes do their things, and they've got really sweet animations for their special attacks and all their moves.
Nice.
And they're doing the usual Marvel thing where they do their quips and stuff, and they talk to each other as well, depending on who you bring to what mission. And the characters are really cool as well. Like, there's some shocking additions that we've got. Like, for example, Nico, who is a runaway in the game, from the Runaways, is
oh my god,
in the
that's
game.
a cold cut.
And she's like an adult version, which is really cool. I forgot a superhero name now. Black, something really depressing, probably. Majik from X-Men is in this game.
Oh, wow.
Robbie Reyes' version of Ghost Rider is in the game. It's not Johnny Blaze, it's not Nicolas Cage, but Johnny Blaze is in the game as a character. And they've got a little arc to do with their own spirit of vengeance sort of thing. And his Ghost Rider rides a hot rod instead of a bike. And there's you got your Avengers, so Captain America's in it, Captain Marvel's in it. Blade's in the fucking game, which is really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Go on.
How does it, like, okay, so you said it's like a card-based game, right?
Yeah.
But how does it structurally, like, flow? Because, like, is it like you do missions, or is it more of a...
So the gameplay loop is, so basically, there's the original character. There's original character to Midnight Sun. So the plot basically is that Hydra awaken a horrible prophecy demon woman.
Okay.
And she's gonna revive. She's got them all under her control. She's gonna revive an ancient evil, destroy the world. You know, basic superhero stuff. This game focuses more on the arcane aspect of Marvel. So all the magic stuff.
The magic people.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And you have got an OC character who you can go in a character.
A self-insert.
A self-insert OC, who's voiced by Matthew Mercer, if you are right. And he's called the Hunter. And he's basically the son of the bad woman, of the villain. And you've been awoken from a 1,000-year slumber. And your home base is the Abbey, which is owned by a caretaker who's affiliated with Agatha and Scarlet Witch. And you basically got to get a band of heroes from throughout and save the world and go to different places and recruit all the heroes as you go from the main story of the missions. And the way it works is that you go on a mission with a hero, you do your thing, you get your rewards, but then you go back to your base, which is the Abbey. Yeah. And this is where shit gets weird. Because what if I told you that this Marvel game was also a dating sim?
That is weird. Honestly,
but without the dating.
Because, without the dating.
Because you go around the Abbey, you talk to the superheroes, you can give them gifts. There's an affinity system that makes them stronger.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's a day system too as well.
Yeah.
So in the day you prep, when you go on a mission, you come up from the mission, it's night time, you rinse and repeat. Yeah. That's the loop that Marvel Midnight Suns goes for. And you can train them up. You can do... Okay, so if you played XCOM before, and you go to your base, and the stuff you do in the base is that, you know, you go to... you research stuff, and you get more things that make your missions easier, like you get like a crafting bench that lets you bring items into missions. Characters get bonuses when you spar with them daily. There's also a system where if a character gets injured too much, you can't use that character for 2 days. And there are ways to help mitigate that as well, which is also an XCOM thing. But it's far less fucking bullshit. There's no accuracy system. Thank God. The attacks always hit. So that already makes it far less horse crap than XCOM was. But they're the same devs, by the way, who made XCOM, by the way.
Yeah.
So obviously there are elements of it in the game.
Yeah.
But it's really cool, and you can explore the Abbey as well. You don't just walk about the building and talk to the heroes. You can walk around, find out some secrets, and I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of basic. And the gameplay of the missions is so good that you kind of want to just immediately jump into the next mission and not really toss around with all like the lore and exploring the place and getting all these like documents that are like written by certain characters in the background of the world, because it's all based on like, the magic arcane aspect of Marvel, and there are characters involved in that, and you get like their viewpoint on certain events that are going by and whatnot, and there's obviously world building on that front and the characters that are involved in that part of Marvel. But it's okay. So, it's very basic.
But it's its own self-contained story, isn't it? It's not really gonna like.
Yeah, no. It's self-contained. Which
there's no market like research you need to do homework.
It's not completely self-contained though, because because you can't go out with Captain Marvel. She can't be your girlfriend. It's funny. They were actually planning to let you romance the heroes of the game, but Marvel apparently came in and stopped that shit. Because the characters have too many established canon interests. Like, imagine just going out like romancing Spider-Man and cucking MJ for like the rest of her life, right?
Oh man,
it kind of doesn't work well with the quote-unquote canon continuity of a lot of the characters.
But it's not meant to be canon.
I know. I still think they're cowards for doing it. Yeah, I understand why they did it, but they're still cowards. Damn it!
It should be. It should be. If it's non-canon, it should be allowed. I'm sorry. If it's non-canon.
But the customization is really good in this game. Not only can you customize your deck for your heroes, but you can also customize their appearance as well, in and out of missions. You can give Tony Stark a really dumb shirt. You can put him in a fucking Speedo sometimes, which is hilarious.
They'll let you do that, but they won't let you date them.
Yeah. Their characters have a model. They've got like apparel for when they go in a pool. So like you can lounge in like the water with heroes. I'm like, how is this not romance vibe? You can go fucking stargazing with Blade of all people, and it's like, how are there no gay vibes here? Like, come on, bro. Blade is in like a really dumb wife beater that I gave him, and here I am in my stupid skull hoodie that I gave to my OC. And we're just watching stars together. Like, how is this not like...
How is there no dating?
A thing going on right now. Yeah, exactly. It's so dumb and so stupid, but it's part of the charm. It's so fucking silly.
So surprise hit.
But I love it. It's a surprise hit.
Yeah. That no one really played.
It's a good game. Or as I like to call it to my partner, my dumb superhero game, which is exactly what it is. It's a fun, it's a fun but insanely dumb superhero game, but I kind of love it for that.
And
the gameplay is super engaging too. It's deep as well. You can do some massive big brain plays too. Like there's a lot of mechanics to it, and you've only got 3 turns per round, so and there's loads of ways you can like. Honestly, manipulate the way the game works with certain movesets and certain
of course, that's the whole aspect of cards, isn't it?
It's cool. It's a fun game. It really got its hooks in me. I beat it to completion because I got it for free. I actually bought all the DLC, which is which gets you Deadpool, Storm, Venom, and Jared Leto, which is hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Morbius is in the game.
Oh Jesus.
And there's a lot of dialogue too. There's so much dialogue. And every single bit of dialogue is voice acted as well. There's a massive voice acting budget. And they've got some big names too, like Erica Limbix in
Marvel
it.
splashed out on it, and it
Laura
feels
Bailey's
like
doing a Russian accent throughout the entirety of the game. It's like There's a big budget for the voice acting, which is really cool. And there's so much dialogue, bro. Every time you go back to the Abbey, after a mission, someone's always got something new to talk about. And
man.
it's cool. I like it. It's just like it's like a own little it's like a little fanfic almost, a superhero fanfic.
Yeah.
But
fanfic.
It's truer to the mythos a lot of the time, and there are nice references to moments that happen in like iconic parts of Marvel as well, like Wolverine's fights with Hulk, and like how Eddie Brock got the symbiote and whatnot. So it's cool. I like it a lot. It's pure fan service.
Yeah.
And, it's a very good turn off your brain superhero game, even though you've actually got to use your brain a lot during gameplay. But when you're not in a mission, it's no thoughts, head empty time.
That's really funny because like this game feels like it went under the radar like big time because I don't really hear about this one.
It's definitely an underrated gem in my opinion.
There you go, guys.
If you fancy fun, dumb superhero games, I cannot recommend Midnight Suns anymore. It's fun. It's good. I had a good time with it. I spent 60 hours in this. That says it all.
Yeah, wow, that is a lot. That is the equivalent of a JRPG. So there you go. That is a long time.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah. Anything else you've been playing? Or?
That's kind of it, to be honest. Like I said, 60 hours is definitely a month's worth
that is
for
a
me.
long time. Yeah.
I've been waiting for other games to come out more than anything. Also, on my project. Sorry, do you want to go first?
The only other thing I've been dabbling in, but I'm not very far into it yet, so I don't know if you're further ahead. I've been checking out the new region in Honkai Star Rail.
Oh, you're up to date on Honkai Star Rail. Have we not talked about this game yet on the Patreon?
I feel like we may have a long time ago when it first came out.
We definitely sing its praises a lot during some showcases that show off new updates for it. But, yeah, Penacony update, man. It's I'm up to date.
Yeah, I really like the idea of this world. It's a pretty cool idea.
It's so it's cool, and it's like very noir as well, with like its sort of mood and atmosphere. And there's a tinge of like darkness to it as well.
Yeah, I like the whole idea of a dreamscape that you like. The hotel's like just the sort of like a front for like this real world of itself in a dream.
Virtual reality, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm not very far into it. I've just kind of entered the dream stuff. And
okay, it's a big map. It's huge. There's lots of stuff to do as well. When you beat the main story, you get like 8 side missions. It's insane.
Oh shit!
And they're all really good too. Actually, a lot of them. I've read a lot of them. A lot of them feel like Yoko Taro worked on some of them.
Oh shit!
Yeah, those kinds of side missions.
Oh right. So I like the new update. I don't know if this was included recently because it's been a little while. I jumped back into Honkai Star Rail not too long ago, but one of the new things I noticed is there's now a timeline of all the events that have happened in the game.
Yeah, that's a new feature.
And that is super handy because it really shows you, like, it shows you if you missed something out and you're like, oh, there's a question mark there. I need to go and see what that thing was. Yeah, like sort of thing.
It reminds
you. Yeah, it's a really handy little. Yeah, really handy.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who are Genshin Impact fans, and they are so jealous of this game because Star Rail has so many quality of life stuff that Genshin Impact apparently does not have. And I mean,
it's a different type of game.
They gave out a free 5-star character and everything.
Yeah, but
they're probably going to do something big for their anniversary too, which is coming around soon, I think.
Yeah, but it's a different type of game, isn't it? Like it's
yeah, but it's Hoyoverse, so obviously it's associated.
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. I never really joined the Genshin side of it. I really like Star Rail. Honestly, if Star Rail wanted to sponsor us, I'd be more than happy to sing its praises.
Good fucking luck.
I would be more than happy to sing his praises in a chat.
Obviously, but good luck.
Me and Joe Rush actually play this game.
That's
it's actually really
so
good.
Good luck.
I mean, you could get it. We've got a few thousand subs. We can potentially swing it, maybe. I don't know. It's better than Ray's Shadow Legend. I'd be happy to sponsor Honkai.
Need some kind of sponsor. That'd be nice. Anything would do.
That would be really nice because it would really help us out on the channel. But yeah, I'm really liking the Penacony vibes and
Star Rail going strong as usual.
Yeah, the mystery surrounding it has intrigued me a bit. I like that they call them the family as well. It makes them sound like the mafia.
The mafia, straight up. They got different gangs and stuff as well.
Yeah,
the Bloodhounds.
The Bloodhounds.
I'm like, okay, where are the Crips at then? Like, Jesus, hitting close to home here. The new character designs are really cool.
I got her, by the way.
Oh, you got Black Swan?
I got Black Swan, yeah.
Oh, well done. Cool. Did you lose a 50-50 or did you get her?
No, I got her. I got her first try.
Oh, on your first pull?
Yeah, maybe it's because I haven't played the game for a while that they felt sorry for me.
That's really good first pull, damn.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn.
I got her in 3 pulls, which is also really good, but that's not as good as yours. 1 pull is insane, damn. Yeah,
still,
I think Sparkle's coming out. Sparkle is such a silly name. Sparkle's coming out in 2 days.
Yeah. I really like her moveset's pretty cool where she can like add what's it? It's like an infinite.
It's a DOT with an Arcana.
Yeah, with an Arcana on it, which is great. Yeah.
You got Kafka, ain't you?
Yeah, I got Kafka. Yeah.
Oh, you're sorted then. They're like the best team ever.
Oh, really? They're really good together.
Well, yeah, because Black Swan applies dots and Kafka has a move where she instantly activates them. So that just speaks for itself,
that would be
really.
A good combo, wouldn't
exactly.
it? I didn't think of that. I paired them 2 together.
Yeah, they got great synergy.
I actually didn't think of that.
Yeah,
shit, that's really good synergy. Oh, yeah. No, I didn't. I honestly didn't actually... That just occurred to me now. I actually didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It's going strong. It's a good anime game.
It is a good anime game.
Good anime game where you don't actually have to use gacha to actually enjoy it and play it.
You don't.
Which is awesome.
You don't. And you can totally play it free because you get so much like... What's the currency? What's that currency called?
Credits.
Yeah, the credits that you need to pull.
The gacha currency, sorry, gems. Jades.
Yeah, the jade. You get so many of those just doing every little thing. You'll be absolutely fine playing free to play.
I'm swimming in jades right now on golden tickets.
I have so many jades. I have so many. And I play for free. I never touch any of the...
Yeah, same here.
I've never bought anything from this game. It almost feels like... Oh no, it almost feels guilty not doing it at this point of how much time I've spent in it.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I'm freeloading with this game sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like the quality is so good that it feels like it shouldn't even be gacha.
Yeah, but I will say that the characters that have been recently been released on the limited banners are... Oh man, they're so good. Like, not even like in terms of like movesets, but because they look cooler. I really like their appearances and designs and stuff. And after Sparkle comes out, we've got Acheron. And she looks fucking radical, you know, the purple
I met her,
girl.
I met her.
Yeah. Looks like a mummy version of Seela. And I've seen the leaks of her moveset and oh my god, we're in for a good time with her. Like,
oh shit.
At first I was like, do I really wanna? I've already got like loads of like cool sword girls, and then I saw her moveset, I'm like, oh no, animations are radical. No, okay, fine. Yeah, quality's there, I wanna fuck shit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, there's so much like
there's so much combination.
It's so pretty and it's so like there's a lot of effort and time, and it's got very high production value to it too. The
it shouldn't be a mobile phone game, but it's somehow
but it is. That's good.
It isn't though, is it? Like you can watch it, you can play it on Steam and stuff.
Yeah,
not Steam. But,
I might have to because my phone's run out of memory.
Oh no.
Speaking of anime, I've been watching the series. I'm only on episode 5 at the moment, I think.
Oh, what's the series?
And
it's the same one I'm watching.
It's cool because you know when you play an RPG in like a medieval fantasy setting, and you go through your adventure, you go through the journey, and then after 8 hours of gameplay, and you beat the final boss, the demon lord is dead. And now the land can live happily forever after in peace and tranquility. And you've done it, and the credits roll. And that's it. And everyone in the party goes their separate way.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens after that. Would it be cool if we got like a series based off of the events that happen after? Yeah, Freiren it turned out to be quite an interesting premise from what I've watched.
It is a really unique premise, and I really like the fact that it's from the perspective of an elf girl.
The mage, usually it's like the hero, but it's from like a
and the fact that it's like it's from an the fact that it's from an elf as well, because you don't really get a lot of like stories from the perspective of an elf.
It's usually humans, right?
Yeah, it's usually the human that you get the perspective of the hero, like you said. And I like the way that it plays with the concept of her time.
It works that she's a main character because time can keep on moving forward to sometimes an insane degree, because the party that she was with, who saved the world and whatnot, they're all humans. So by the time the series starts, they're all old and close to pushing up daisies. But she looks exactly the same, because the way elves work is that they live for thousands of years. 100 years is barely like 1 year to them. And I'm enjoying it a lot. It's so beautiful as well. It's really beautiful.
Oh yeah, the animations are really good. Honestly, the show didn't need to go so hard with some of the animations. I'm like, damn, like I didn't expect this from this kind of show. I don't know where you're only on episode 5, right?
I'm on episode 5. She's got an apprentice, and now they're in a beach town. They're trying to fix that up, and we're getting to the points where she just decides to help people, like for herself, quote unquote. And, her apprentice, who is a human, is like, oh shit, we're gonna be here for like years, aren't we? Oh fuck, oh shit. It's because she doesn't think about she doesn't really think about the humans' time. It's more just like her own time. Like, oh, it's only like a few years. It puts a good perspective, because there's a lot of like retrospective moments where it does flashbacks to Freiren's time in the party. How at that moment she was like, oh, this is like whatever. I don't really care about this, like, this sunset coming up from the horizon. Whereas her party is like, yo, this is like once in a lifetime thing. It's so beautiful, because obviously they don't live for as long as her. Then she returns to certain sites that have like aged over since her time in the party in the past, and like it's a really beautiful, like you get really beautiful reminiscent sort of scenes where she goes, actually that was kind of cool, because that was like a really nice moment when I was with my dudes, my posse. And now
it's got some really beautiful moments in it.
I can properly appreciate it now, sort of thing. Looking back on it, which is kind of really nice.
I don't want to spoil anything, because I'm a little bit further ahead. I'm on like episode 15.
The intro there are characters who I've not seen yet, so obviously it escalates. Sure.
I won't spoil anything, but I can't wait to see your reaction, or not see your reaction, but hear your reaction once you've got past episode 10, because there's a really good bit in episode 10 that's like, it's probably gonna be a meme.
Oh, okay.
And episode 10 was really fucking good.
There are quite a few memes revolving around this series.
It's got a lot of face. She makes a lot of good faces as well.
There's a face meme. I've seen one where she tells someone to kill herself, and
there's a lot of good,
and she gets mimicked a lot, which is quite funny.
There's a lot of good moments.
Like there's a chest and she gets eaten every single time.
For the mimics. Yeah, it's cool, because it really is interesting perspective that I've not really seen much from ever before, in the sense that, it's after the journey.
Yeah, it's very cute. It's quite a wholesome series so far as well.
Yeah,
it's definitely gonna make me
got its moments
though.
It's definitely got some. It's definitely got some good moments of action as well, which surprised me. You'll see later on, but
cool. Still very early on, but I'm looking forward to watching more.
And I like the way it portrays its world. It does good world building, actually, surprisingly as well. Frieren Beyond Journey's End, I think it's called.
That's what it's called.
Frieren Beyond Journey's End. It's a really good anime. Are you watching in dub or sub?
I'm actually watching it dubbed.
Oh, how are you watching it in dub?
Oh, by selecting dub. on the
Wait,
anime on the totally legal anime website.
Wait, what legal anime website do you? I want to watch it in dub. Where are you watching in dub?
You trying to expose me here, man?
Yeah, where are you watching? Jake, send me a link to where you watch it so I can. I want to see what it sounds like in dub as well. Because I heard good things about the dub.
I was like, so I heard this anime is really pretty, and I'm probably gonna get people yelling at me saying this isn't the authentic way to experience an anime. But at the same time, I'd rather just like sometimes watch the screen than looking down at words all the time.
Yeah.
Which is hypocritical because I've been doing that for like the last like 15 odd years now. But sometimes there's just like a decent series where the actors can actually properly like act because they got a lip sync a lot of the time, right, with anime.
Yeah.
Sometimes they can't do that with a lot of like shonen animes where action's going on. But to be fair, I think dub's come a really long way since the early days.
I think dub's come a long way as
I'm
well.
warming up to it because I usually play anime games dubbed as well.
Yeah.
Because usually that involves text box and the actors can actually like act instead of just trying to like say as much as they can and put their all into it before time runs out. If that makes like any sense at all.
Like Honkai Star Rail has the most phenomenal dub.
Exactly. Yeah. So I thought this might be a good series to actually see what's like dubbed, and I looked online and researched. I was like, is it decent? Is it good? Does it take away, or does it add or subtract, or is it completely the same? Everyone says no, dub's really good. It makes no difference to your viewing experience. You'll still get a good kick out of it. Like story's the same, dialogue's normal. It's barely cringy. It like flows. All the voices fit the characters too. It's basically just another way of watching it. So I was like, oh, okay, we'll try watching the dub.
Yeah, I want to watch it in dub. I want to watch it in dub. I want to see it in dub because I want to actually be able to like.
Yeah, because it's really pretty.
It is really pretty.
When you're just watching the screen and not paying attention to the subtitles. I don't know about anyone else watching, but me personally, I can really appreciate like the animation of the actual anime that I'm watching when I do that.
Yeah.
Because I remember I also watched Edge Runners dubbed as well, and that's a great anime to watch dubbed because not only is the voice acting stellar, but it also fits the mythos of cyberpunk too, and and studio triggering all over the place. So it's really cool to just be able to focus and just appreciate all the work that goes into it.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it on my side of things as well, mate. Because I've been watching that as well.
Yeah,
so
that's kind of been it for me.
All right, I guess when we come back, we'll get on with the questions. Let me bring them up though.